Press pause, put the controller down. It's time to talk about the gaming industry. I don't know where that came from. My name is TJ Leo.
I'm Andrew.
This is episode 93. Press pause, a gaming podcast. How are you, my friends?
All right.
That's it? Uneventful week?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Everything that I will talk about will be in what I'm playing.
Okay. Fair. Yeah. Once again, it feels like we just recorded the show. I don't know what's happening. I think I'm in a black hole. I think I'm just traveling right straight from episode to episode. I don't understand. It legitimately feels like we just recorded a show.
You say that every time, but this time it actually kind of does. Right?
It feels like we just talked about stuff. It's really weird. Maybe there's some sort of time warp going on. I don't know. I don't like it. I like it because we get to record what feels like more often. But I don't like when time goes fast. Slow down a bit. Live in the moment. All that good stuff. All right. We got a huge show today, so let's get to it. Housekeeping and corrections. As always, we're on YouTube Music if you want the audio-only edition of the show. That's where you get it, YouTube Music. Co-op Club Discord community server, still live, still kicking. Join us. Link is in the description. Patreon.com/co-op entertainment, where you can throw us $1 a month to help support the channel. We greatly appreciate it. And new schedule. New publishing schedule is live. We used to have videos published on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. We are cutting that down. We are now Mondays.
You do.
We are Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So basically what we're going to do is Mondays will remain Press Pause, a gaming podcast. Fridays will remain Wrestling Renaissance. And then Wednesdays, on weeks where we have a wrestling pay-per-view or premium live event, Wednesdays will be our review show. If there is no premium live event that week, you will either get a Press Pause Extra, Press Pause Plays, a Wrestling Renaissance run-in, or stay tuned for more on that.
Yeah, we'll see about that last one.
Oh, we're going to do it, man. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening.
Is it this time?
It's legitimately happening.
Do we even need to be coy about it? We've mentioned it about 1 million times. A show that we keep not making, except we did make that one, but we never released it because it was kind of bad. We had fun making it, but it was
bad until the last 20 minutes, and then it was hilarious.
Yeah.
Poor owl bastard. He's just he's just in the bowels of obscurity. But yeah, look forward to that. Otherwise, no significant changes. Just slightly lighter schedule for us, so we can focus on making better content and giving us more time to do it. Also, I have a correction from last week. I must apologize to the developers of Satisfactory because there actually is a significant amount of consistent storytelling in that game. I had an option turned off that I was not aware of. I don't know how it happened. I don't know if I disabled it before I started playing thinking it was something else. I have no idea. But there was an option that disables narrative messages. So never got a single narrative message the whole game. I'm doing a second playthrough now, where with Cult UK from Wrestling Renaissance again, where we are doing everything we didn't do the first time around, and we've learned so much about playing the game that we're much more efficient now, and we have ideas about how to do things. And
it sounds like if you were to play BioShock, but never pick up a single audio log.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
You have no idea what was going on other than monsters kill.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it, because I discovered it about, I don't know, a few hours into playing the second game that we started, and then Ada, the computer AI that I talked about.
There's suddenly a whole bunch of story notifications.
She constantly talks. Yeah, she constantly talks, and what I missed was that the So remember how I was talking about how there was this mysterious substance on the planet and you hear voices and stuff like that? Well, as it happens, in those narrative messages that you consistently get, Ada picks up on those voices and the voices pick up on her and they start talking to each other.
Oh, okay.
So I played the whole game, never heard Ada once, never heard anything other than
it's probably going to turn out to be. It's probably going to be like, oh yeah, that stuff, that's the sludge of the previous workers we sent here.
yeah, you never know, right? Well, I don't think so because she, at least for as far as I've gotten in the second playthrough, she seems to be. So obviously I know the ending because I looked up like explanations for the ending because I was like, I don't know what the fuck happened, and she is talking to this entity through me because the voices come through my head, so she's talking to them through me, and the alien, whatever it is, doesn't understand what Ada is and doesn't understand what I am. And Ada's trying to explain to the alien what I am, but she's doing it in a weird way where she doesn't want you, the player, to pick up on the fact that you're not there to save humanity. You're a fucking clone. So she's dropping like accidental hints of that make you go, "That's how you're describing me? That's weird." You know, like that kind of thing. And so it's unraveling. So I really am disappointed that I didn't realize that this was a thing because it's actually quite funny.
It's weird that they would have a setting for that, but I guess it's for like people who've like done the story and just want to play.
Yeah.
And don't want to be like constantly hearing this.
Yeah.
But it seems weird that would be something that, like, usually that's the sort of thing that unlocks after you finish a game. It's like, you know,
it shouldn't be enableable.
Ignore the narrative, just play for fun mode or something.
Yeah. It shouldn't be enableable on your first campaign run. Like it just
or there should be like a big fat warning that says, "Hey, are you sure you want to disable this? Because you're going to miss out on like 99% of the story."
Yeah. Because the thing that gave it away was Cole and I were playing, and Cole said, he said something, and I had no idea what he was talking about. And
he was like getting the messages, and you weren't.
Yeah, he was referencing something in a message that he had just received, and I was like, I didn't hear anything. And then I started looking into it. I'm like, I looked into the audio settings, and I was like, I don't have anything muted aside from like these one or two things that I found really irritating, these sound effects that it gives you a shitload of audio thing. There's like, you can disable audio for like every individual machine.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So I disabled the ones that are just like really loud and obnoxious. But I'm like, that can't be it. And then I found in gameplay options, disable narrative messages, and it was checked off. And I'm like, maybe that's it. And I got rid of the check mark and then continued playing. And within like 10 minutes,
it's like when your phone's been off and you turn it on, and then everybody who's been texting you, all the messages come in at once.
No, it didn't do that, unfortunately. No, I wish.
It would be funny though.
Yeah, I kind of wish because then I would have been able to catch up. But now I feel like I have to play the game a third time so I can understand what's going on.
I'm sure you can just look it up somewhere. Yeah, I'm sure there's a wiki.
Yeah, there's probably a YouTube video that has all of the narrative messages. Like,
like Satisfactory the movie, and it's like 12 hours of just conversation between the AI and alien sludge monster rock people or whatever they are.
Well, it's funny now in hindsight thinking about like all of the dead space that occurred in the game where I was just like, there's nothing really happening. Like there's something happening, but there's nothing really happening. Like the whole ending is like maybe 10 minutes long. Maybe that's probably stretching it, 5 to 10 minutes long. And it's just watching the ship take off that you built.
Oh, so it like disables the voiceover.
Yeah, there's no voiceover or text. So all I saw was the ship take off, and then it was like game over and the credits roll.
That's such a weird way of implementing it.
Yeah,
you would still show the cinematic, but you wouldn't have any like. Oh my god!
Well, it's an in-game thing. Like it's not a cinematic. It's like it's happening in the game world. You're literally looking up.
It's like imagine if you're playing the end of Halo. You know how you drive the Warthog out of the Pillar of Autumn?
Mm.
It's like that, except without any music. It's like
right?
feels like something's missing
Feels like
here.
something's missing, and if that's what I felt like when I beat the game. That's why I was so disappointed in my review. But now I'm thinking, oh, Ada must have been talking the whole time, and
Yeah.
I just didn't get any of it. So funny. So, apologies to the developers. I maybe I awarded that point that I took off because of that. Now that I know that that's a thing, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, still having lots of fun with that game. Love it. All right, correction's over. All right, what are you playing?
I have been playing Twilight Princess because of this new PC version, this unofficial PC version called Dusklight. They changed it from Dusk, I'm assuming, so people don't confuse it with the first-person shooter that is also called Dusk, which is a game that I also enjoy. But this has been interesting because I haven't played this since it came out 20 years ago. And boy, do I not remember anything about this game. I was like, yeah, I remember this game pretty well. I didn't remember shit.
Yeah,
Like, I remember a few key moments. I know that at some point there's a horseback battle coming up, and that's real cool. Like,
that's the
I didn't
final
remember.
battle. Yeah.
No. There's one where you have to.
Oh yeah, in the
rescue
fields
kid.
with the yeah. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, yeah, I guess you've got a video specifically showing this
Yeah.
port.
This is the
Yeah,
trailer. Yeah.
yeah. So you have the ability to turn off the bloom, which is, oh my god,
Makes it look so
so
much
nice.
better. Yeah.
Well, some of it looks better. All of
wolf
the
changes.
oh well, yeah, you can import custom models and stuff. So that's what they're showing there.
Oh, cool.
But
Female Link. Ooh.
so you know all the all of this that you're seeing when you're in the Twilight realm, where everything's like basically the entire look of that is connected to the bloom. So if you turn that off, it doesn't just make things not glowy, like it actually turns off the color grading for it as well.
Oh, okay.
So it looks like really flat. So I do turn it on for that, but they have a setting where they've got like a custom bloom mode, which is way less aggressive. They describe it as being more accurate. I don't know what that means exactly. I don't know if they're taking more samples or the math is finer tuned, like whatever calculates the bloom effect. I don't know. All I know is that it is generally less intense and less blurry. So you get the bloom without it being like headache inducing, like where it feels like your eyes are like not focused properly and you're trying to focus them on something that's already focused. Yeah. So that's a lot more pleasant. I also played around with reshade a bit because you can do that. And I did some fun stuff in the beginning of the game. I could not I had no memory of how like sort of hazy and desaturated the beginning of the game looked. And so I had a whole bunch of reshade effects going on, and then I got out of that area and into the main game, and it was like going into Photoshop and taking every slider and putting it to the extreme. It was complete garbage, so I had to turn that off. But now I'm just running it with a little bit of post-process sharpening, which actually looks really nice because this game, like, it's using all the old textures. I don't have any like HD texture mods, so running it at the resolution that I'm running it at, everything looks a little, a little overly
Muddy.
smooth. A little, yeah. So the sharpening does help kind of clean it up just a little bit, and it's subtle. Like I don't crank it to the point where it's like, creating weird edge artifacts or anything. But you can crank up the internal resolution. I've got it running at like 5 times the GameCube resolution, which then scales down to my screen resolution really nicely. You can adjust the shadow resolution. Like I said, the bloom. You can also adjust the intensity of the bloom separately from like the method of creating it. So you can tweak a bunch of stuff. There's also like a bunch of like little quality of life improvements, like just having like you don't worry about the wallet. You can just carry whatever rupees you pick up.
This is making me want to play it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Um, I don't know about like they talk about the gyro aim stuff. I don't have anything that supports that, but I'm sure that if you did, like maybe if you were using like a dual sense controller or something,
Maybe.
you probably do something like that. Um, yeah, man, I've been having fun with it.
No, it
It's
looks
good to
good.
play this again.
Yeah. I think I said it before, but it has one of my favorite boss battles, two of my favorite boss battles in Zelda history.
Mm.
So that one's pretty fun too. Well, it gets a little old, but yeah, the ice one and the final
Mhm.
battle are so good, so
Yeah.
epic. It is just a shame that the rest of the game is kind of forgettable. But
Yeah, a big part of the problem, um, and we've talked about this before, is that all the items that you get in the dungeons,
are
they
only
don't.
good for that dungeon, really.
They're pretty much only good for that dungeon. Like there's some stuff, like there's the bow and there's the bombs, but those are, you know, those are pretty standard Zelda items. Um, like I think the boomerang is the only one that ever gets any use, like outside of where it's from, and even then,
Yeah,
because it doesn't really do damage. It just like stuns enemies and spins them around and
yeah,
stuff.
or collects
So
items.
yeah, yeah, but it's pretty nice. It's definitely a great way to revisit the game. Also, it looks really, really nice at 60 frames per
I
second.
was gonna ask that.
Look,
Yeah,
it looks super good. I did not realize how much of a difference that would make for this game, but like all of the animations just look so much cleaner.
yeah.
Everything it I don't know how to describe it. It just makes everything feel a little bit more alive.
Oh yeah. I can't go back
Yeah.
to 30 frames per second now that I've been in 60 frames mode for 10
It
years.
depends on the game for me. It depends on the game, but yeah, I did not expect that it would improve the experience this much, but it's really really nice.
Yeah. I wonder how long it's going
I
to be
would
before Nintendo does a cease and desist.
I well yeah, I mean they can cease and desist whatever, whether or not it's actually like if this were to go to like a case, I don't know how much they'd
It almost never
the
does
actual.
go to a case. It usually just
Yeah,
people back
because
down.
people don't want to have to spend all the money they need to
Yeah.
fight the Nintendo lawyer army.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the thing is, it doesn't come with the game. You have to supply the game data yourself. It's just the engine,
Oh,
basically.
okay.
So they can't ding it for being like, oh, this is pirated software. Well, not really, because it doesn't actually contain any of the game data.
Hmm.
So,
Hmm.
or at least not that I know of.
So how are you supposed to import the game data? Because GameCube games were on a
You're
mini disc.
supposed to figure that out yourself, or you know, go
Yeah.
places and find them.
Go
I
places.
I own I own a copy of this game, so I'm
Yeah, me too.
I'm yeah. It's not a
That's true.
it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Or at
Cool.
least I don't consider it a big deal. Like I've
No,
I've
no.
purchased this game already.
Yeah, I think I've bought it twice. I have
Um,
the HD version and the original. So
oh yeah,
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 yeah, I have the Wii U HD, which I'm shocked is not available on Switch. That's just strange. Same thing with Wind Waker.
yeah,
Weird.
yeah. I would love to like. Does that do you know if that actually has improvements to the character models and stuff? Because they look a little angular at this resolution.
I don't think so. I think it's just an upresed version, as far
Oh,
as I'm
like
aware.
maybe better textures and effects or something. Okay.
Yeah, and I think the Twilight Princess one has a few specific changes because it wasn't it a Wii one, a Wii game?
Well,
Because
there
what?
was a Wii version that was mirrored so that Link would be right-handed, but they mirrored the entire game world, which you can reproduce in this, by the way.
Hmm. So is
Um,
this is the GameCube version though that they're
this is the
doing?
GameCube version, but like I said,
You can mirror it.
it's just an option in the menu. It's enable mirror mode, and it just flips. It just reverses the
The whole world.
horizontal So it's like the Wii version, and Link becomes right-handed, and
I
all the
would
paths that go left now go right. It
I
was
would
such a strange way of doing it.
it is. I would find that so disorienting if I played that version, because I've only played the HD version and GameCube version, which are both GameCube version. So
Yeah.
weird. Okay, cool. I do want to play this game.
Yeah, I know there are some like HD texture packs out there for it, but I like the models that I need, because now I can see like every every corner is because this game is meant to to run on the GameCube at like 480i,
Yeah.
and I'm running it at 5 times that, and so you see all of the flaws in the character models. I mean, not flaws, but like the fact that it's a 20-year-old game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
But I'm sure that will sort itself out, because like I said, there are already HD texture packs out. I'm sure it's only a matter of time before some group of completely insane people, also heroic people, the two are not mutually exclusive, just redo all of the character models in the game.
Wouldn't surprise me at all. Wouldn't surprise me at all. And it said at the end of the trailer here that they're also coming out with an update that randomizes the items when you get the items. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, the only game I've ever been able to get into that thing for is Bloodstained, because it's so quick to get in and just get through a bunch of that, because I know that game so well, as I played it a bunch because I kickstarted it and played the fuck out of it. But yeah, the randomizer stuff, that's cool, but other than Bloodstained, I never really got into that stuff. But I'm glad that it's there for the people who are into it.
Give me a boss rush mode, and I'll be into that. Those are fun. All right, cool. So I obviously have continued to play Satisfactory, so I don't have much to add there, besides what I've already mentioned. But I did play a demo for a game that I really didn't know a whole lot about, and now I kind of want to play the full version.
Okay.
As long as there is one thing that they fix, which is probably not considered a problem for them, but it is definitely a huge problem for me. And the game that I am referring to is The Adventures of Elliot, the new 2D HD.
Oh yeah.
So,
which is a terrible title for a game.
Yeah, it's
like a working title.
It's got a subtitle too. It's like The Adventures of Elliot something something something. I don't know.
Oh my god.
It's Square Enix. What do you expect? They don't know how to name games. So they describe it as an action RPG, which is a good explanation, I think. It kind of feels like 2D Zelda to me, but maybe a little bit more Secret of Mana than Zelda. But it feels Zelda in the way that like there's dungeons and bosses, and feels very Zelda-y.
Which is also a thing in Secret of Mana.
True. This one's single player though. There is no multiplayer, and I think Secret of Mana was multiplayer, right? Up to 3 players.
Secret of Mana, well, they had multiple characters, and you could have a second player control one of those characters.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as I'm aware, you're alone in this. I don't know for sure. But you are alone for the demo. I didn't beat the demo because the demo's fucking long, dude. Like, it's hours. It's weird.
Wow. Can you carry over the save to the full game?
Yeah, it's like the full prologue of the game. It's massive. Cool story. Amazing visuals. Very fun. Great audio. But there's one exception that is driving me mad. Okay. That's just absolutely fucking mad. So the story of the game, the basic story, is that you're Elliot, this guy with the red cape and whatnot on, and you're an adventurer, and you're this super super nice guy that, as with any of these 2D HD games, the melodrama is heavy.
Oh yeah.
So like the acting.
Yeah, you know that starter town is gonna burn.
Well, I'll get to that in a second, actually.
More idyllic your hometown in the game, the more likely it is going to be fucking
destroyed
to the ground.
So, he plays Elliot. He's an adventurer. He's super nice, but he's so every conversation is so melodramatic, and everyone's just like, super emotional and super like, just it's anime to the max in terms of its voice acting and just that kind of stuff, which doesn't bother me per se. I definitely roll my eyes at the cheese, but it doesn't bother me. What does bother me, though, is that at the beginning of the game, and I don't know if this is a permanent thing, but it was permanent the entire time I played the demo, at which point that is when I put it down because I was just tired of hearing it. You get paired with this character who accompanies you and basically enables a heal button that has a cooldown on it. And she talks constantly. It is so fucking annoying. You see a treasure chest, and it's the type of thing where it's like, oh, there's a treasure chest over there. I wonder what's in it. Every fucking time you see a treasure chest. You know, you start battling with enemies, and you beat an enemy, and she's like, oh, you did so well.
I don't know why they do that.
I don't know why they do that either. It's so annoying. Like, just shut up. Like, I'm supposed to be this adventurer. I'm not supposed to be this babysitter. Like, go get the fuck away from me. And it was she was there the whole time, and she does that the whole demo. My hope is that she just dies. My hope is that that's maybe a catalyst in the story, is that she dies. Because fuck me, is she
they're
annoying.
hoping that this will motivate you, and you're like, oh no, thank you.
No, thank you. Yeah, kill her. I'm totally cool with that. My actual hope is that she's just part of the introduction to the game, and
like
leaves you at some point.
Tutorial follower who is no longer necessary past the prologue.
Yeah, that is my prayer, and I will not buy the game until I find out if that's the case or not. Because if I have to listen to her the whole fucking game, nope, can't do it. You can tell. I can actually tell by looking at this that you get a different character with you, because in the bottom left-hand corner you can see that that's your companion. Oh crap! I see text bubbles popping up during combat.
I really hate when they do that. It's like I'm trying to see the enemies I'm fighting. Quit putting that shit in front of my screen.
Well, not only that, but like let me get immersed. You know, I can't get immersed when I'm constantly like this person's talking in my ear. Like imagine playing Zelda Breath of the Wild, and every time you saw a treasure chest or fought an enemy, this voice was just like, "Good job."
Or Navi.
Oh, she's 10 times worse than Navi.
Yeah, Navi. Yeah, for all that we can play, Navi just usually flies over and highlights a thing.
Yeah, do that. You know, once in a while, if you want to go, hey, okay. But
if it's important, I don't need to be reminded to do the main story every few minutes. But yeah.
There wasn't 10 seconds that would go by without hearing her talk. I was just
this is why I dipped after like 20 minutes of Borderlands, because of Claptrap.
Fair, yeah. He was at least funny to me. Brought some humor that I liked.
I did not find him funny.
Well, that's fair. That can't account for differences in taste. I can't imagine anyone would like to hear this woman's voice constantly. I can't imagine that people would like that. So it's like, what a dumb design choice. And it looks like that other character that you get, she talks constantly too. I think I saw the speech bubble come up incredible when he was in combat like 3 times during this trailer. So, no. Maybe if it gave me the option of muting her voice, but I did. There wasn't an option to mute a specific voice.
Maybe there's a mod for that.
Maybe. The game's not out yet, as far as I'm aware. I think it's out today, as of this recording, I think, actually. So, but otherwise, super fun, super engaging, cool puzzles, very Zelda-like puzzles, lots of action, amazing visuals, interesting story. The story. So, it takes Secret of Mana or Zelda and mix it with Chrono Trigger. You time travel in this game, and the map changes just like on Chrono Trigger based on what age you're in. Cool. I like it. Ode to Chrono Trigger. It's like the whole concept of the game is traveling through time just like Chrono Trigger, except it's an action RPG instead of a turn-based RPG. Very cool. Very, very cool. I'm hyped for it. If that one thing cannot piss me off, because that's why I didn't finish the demo, because I was just so sick and tired of hearing a damn voice. And I'm like, if this is just the prologue, there's no way I'm going to get through 100 hours of this. There's just no way. So we will see. We will see if that voice goes away or if you can mute it or something. Because otherwise, I highly recommend it. Check the demo out yourself. It's out on pretty much everything. So check it out.
I have to take a look at that.
Yeah. All right. Andrew, do you know what time it is?
I'm gonna guess letter time.
Happy birthday, video games. Happy birthday.
Damn it. That's right. That's right. It's the last show of the month. God damn it.
It's the last show of the month. Yeah. By the time this airs, it will be June 1st. We will be in June, right? June 1st is Monday. Yes, I'm correct. I am correct. Double checking. So let's go back in time and say happy birthday to some video game classics. Starting with one that maybe not people wouldn't consider a classic, but I loved this game. And I don't think we'll ever get a sequel because it didn't do well the first time and it didn't do great the second time. If my computer will allow me to. Mirror's Edge Catalyst is 10 years old this month. I love that game. It's really good. It's a lot better than the first game. Highly recommend it. For those, if you've never played it, it's basically a first-person parkour puzzle adventure, I guess is the best way to put it.
It's a first-person platforming game that does first-person platforming pretty well.
Yeah, that's actually a good way of putting it. Yeah. Combat, it's fine.
Combat is secondary. It's usually done in a way where it's like you do like a 3-hit combo and they're just down, and then you can just keep running.
It gets more sophisticated than that, and then you get upgrades and stuff like that. But for the most part, you kind of just want to avoid combat. That's the best way of doing it. Not because the combat's bad, but because you're not really you're not a ninja. You're someone who's a parkour
you don't
expert.
take like a million hits before you die.
No, you get your ass kicked real quick. But great music, great visuals, very fun. I'm not entirely sure why the series didn't do well, because it's good. It's really good. I don't know.
This was developed by DICE, wasn't it?
It is. Yeah. Was.
Yeah, well, maybe it's because they're always working on Battlefield stuff now.
Oh, I meant like why it didn't sell well. That's why they're not making it anymore, because it doesn't sell well for some reason.
Yeah, well, I mean, like the Battlefield stuff definitely makes more money.
Well, and that's definitely true.
Yeah.
So Mirror's Edge Catalyst, go check it out. It's cool.
You would think that they could say, "Oh man, this game made like $1 billion. Maybe we can do something a little more original. Our next game, maybe it doesn't have to sell 1 million copies because the last game did. You know, we can subsidize our next game that is more niche with the insane profit we made from our last game. But no, every game must make mega profits, so nothing gets made.
Yeah. Well, that's why we play indie games, right? Long live indie. All right. Also turning 10 years old this month is another game I really enjoyed from Steam World Games and Image and Form Games. Sorry, is Steam World Heist. This is a side-scrolling, turn-based tactical RPG, light RPG, all about positioning and bouncing your bullets off walls and upgrading your character and following the story, exploring the map, raiding other ships. It's quite cool. And there's a sequel, which is also very, very good. So I do recommend checking that out. I'm sure there's a demo for this game. Sure. So check that out if you like turn-based combat. It's fun. And then one of the best puzzle platformers of all time is turning 10 years old, which baffles my mind. And that is Inside by Playdead. I cannot believe it's been 10 years. Where are these guys? What are they making? Crazy. 10 years. They haven't released anything. First they did Limbo, and then they did Inside. And now it's a decade later, and we don't know what they're doing still.
Yeah, I never played either of those.
Woo! You need to. Mm-hmm. Limbo is much more. I don't want to say simple. Um, it's more. It's definitely a more. It's where they started, you know, and then Inside's like blow the doors off of everything that they tried to do with Limbo. It is incredible. Inside is incredible. Highly recommend. I mean, I highly recommend both Limbo and Inside, but Inside is just an experience. It's so beautiful. It's gorgeous. The animation's just insane. Story's crazy. Um, Definitely play these games. I definitely like Inside more than Limbo, but Limbo is still excellent. Excellent game. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do next. I just can't believe it's been 10 years. Like, what are they doing? 10 years? We haven't even heard anything. They're just playing dead. Okay. Let's move on. 20 years old. The only one I could find is Half-Life 2 Episode 1. Womp womp. What could have been? What could have been?
Yeah, they the episodic gaming thing, like Valve was on that wagon for a little while, and it didn't really work out, you know.
They don't know. They don't. They don't like sitting still. They don't. You know. They. I don't know. I don't know. I cannot believe that they never wrapped up the story. This just baffles me. Although, to be fair, I haven't played Alex, and I will one day, I'm sure.
I mean, it's a prequel, so
I've been told it is and isn't, whatever that means.
well, that's spoilers.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I don't want to know. But that's all I've been told is it is and it isn't, whatever the fuck that means. So, yeah. I want to be excited that they're going to make a Half-Life 3, but I just like if they haven't done it by now, like no one's going to care if they do a Half-Life 3 because they're all everyone who wants it is going to be like, you know, like 90% of the audience is going to go, huh?
Yeah.
What's this franchise?
There's a good chunk of people who were not alive when Half-Life 2 came out.
Right? So, it's a shame. Go play Half-Life 2 if you haven't. It's great.
Yes, Half-Life 2 is amazing.
Turning 30 years old is a game that you love, I think. I've never been a big fan, but Quake. OG Quake.
You enjoy me some Quake.
Yeah. Never really hit me the way that Unreal Tournament did. But
more of a Doom guy, but I do like Quake.
Yeah. Quake has always felt to me like this, like somewhere in between Doom and Unreal. Like it's in there.
That is exactly what it is.
Yeah, it's in there somewhere.
Doom, but it's not quite as advanced as Unreal.
Yeah, it's just in there somewhere, and can't deny its mark on history, but just never got into it for whatever reason. But can't deny its place in history.
Yeah.
And then finally turning 30 years old, one of the best games of all time. I don't know why my cursor keeps getting stuck. But Super Mario 64.
Mm-hmm.
I remember, we've talked about this before, but I remember getting the VHS tape, the VHS preview tape of the N64, and it was all about this game. And I remember the feeling. I vividly remember watching it and just being like, this is a video game?
Yeah.
What is this? I can't wait to play it. It's funny, I vividly remember that moment more than getting the N64. I don't remember getting the N64. I don't even really remember playing Super Mario 64 for the first time. It's really weird. But I do remember seeing it for the first time. And just
I mean, it's probably because you played it so much, it just all
blends in together.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even remember playing like Ocarina of Time. for the first time.
I remember that because I got the game and then I called all my friends and said, bye. I've got Zelda 64. I'm going to be gone for a while.
Bye.
You're not going to see or hear from me for a while.
Yeah.
You were one of those people that I called.
Oh, yeah? Bye. Oh, okay. Peace. I don't think saying peace was a thing at that time. At least not for us. But yeah, I love this game. It's amazing. I would love to see like a visual remake of this game, like just a gorgeous version of this game. You know.
Well, there is an unofficial PC version of this as well, and
really?
This is why I say this about Twilight Princess, because there is a fan-made graphics pack. It's called Render 96, and it's designed to try and make the game look like the pre-rendered like advertising material.
Oh, interesting. I'll have to take a look at that.
So it's like insanely high poly characters and stuff. Like Mario looks super, super smooth.
Right. Man, this game was good. I can hear the music from this level in my head right now.
Yeah, me too.
Dark World. So good. And that's it. So happy birthday, video games. Thank you for your contributions to the industry. All right. Let's check in with Metacritic.
I can't believe that Quake and Mario 64 came out the same month. Although I guess in right. Mario 64 case, it was in Japan. So they didn't come out of the same part of the world at the same time, but still.
Truth. Yeah, because we didn't get Mario 64 until 5 months later. Yeah, a few months later. All right, Metacritic check-in. There's only 2 games on the Metacritic check-in this week, and that's because it's a big week for games, because 2 big high-profile games are out. They're in the wild, and they're both making big splashes.
I know exactly which ones these are going to be.
Yeah. Starting with 007 First Light.
Oh, I'm so happy that this is good. Like, I knew it was going to be good, but, like, I'm so happy that it's good.
It's killing it. It's Metacritic score is 87. It's got an 88 from users. It's doing very, very well. So from what I understand, it's not like the modern Hitman games. It's like Hitman Absolution, which was a much more linear experience.
Yeah, but I mean, that makes sense because it's not just get in and do whatever. It's like you have a story.
Yeah,
that needs to be told. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like that's the right choice, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. And theoretically, if they wanted to do like DLC, they could add those types of things to the game.
Yeah.
So.
Like standalone missions or something, yeah. And it's not completely linear. Like you do have options for the way you do some things.
Oh,
but then there's there are set pieces that just they have the one thing, because of course they do, because you want to have those Bond moments.
Yeah, I was explaining to my friend that like Hitman Absolution, what most people are comparing this to, is basically like the modern Hitman games in a smaller box. So in little boxes. Little mini playgrounds rather than massive playgrounds.
Yeah.
But it's doing really well critically, and I would normally put it in the news, but since we're talking about it anyway, it's sold 1.5 million copies in the first 24 hours. So It is killing it. It is killing it. So congratulations to IO Interactive. Sounds well deserved. I will play it at some point. It's in my queue. So I'll be able to review it at some point in the future.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one, which is maybe more surprising, is Mina the Hollower. Sitting at a 92 critically.
Well, people are loving it.
People are absolutely loving it, calling it a masterpiece, which I don't know why I would doubt Shovel Knight developers. And
we played that demo and the controls felt really bad. But then you played the PlayStation demo and said that they felt better. So
they fixed it. Yeah,
now there's no demo, so I can't check if
Oh, they got rid of it.
Yeah, at least on Steam, there's no demo now.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe it's because they didn't want people playing the inferior version of the game. But yeah, it's doing great, and can't wait to play it. Can't wait to play it. It's on my list. I'm gonna give it a go.
Yeah, you'll have to tell me if the controls feel properly fixed in the full version of the game.
Absolutely. Yeah. So congratulations to Yacht Club. Yacht Club Games. Yeah, doing great. That's it for the Metacritic check-in. Everything is steering clear of these two juggernauts.
Weird to think that a Game Boy Color styled game is such a big hit, but hey,
people like Shovel Knight, man. Yep. Shovel Knight was a big deal. And this game's been long in development. Development. It was supposed to come out at I think December 2023 was the original release date. So
yeah,
it's been a while. All right, before we get into the news, because we're going into June, let's talk about the notable games coming out in June. And to be honest with you, there's not a lot. June's pretty empty. In fact, when we get to July, there's like nothing. July is dead. At least for now. We do have the Summer of Gaming showcases coming up. I'm sure there will be some shadow drops and some like, hey, it's out in a month, type of trailers that we'll get. But as of right now, July is just dead, and June's pretty weak. It does have a few notable mentions, though, so let's get into those. Starting with, I don't know if you remember this one. This is Fate Keeper. Enters early access on June the 2nd on Steam.
Which one is this?
So this is that one with the talking sword that we saw, the first-person game with like the talking sword and the beautiful, beautiful graphics. It's made by I think it's like 19 people. I think it's like a really small team, but it's absolutely gorgeous, and I'm interested to see how it turns out. So something to keep our eyes peeled for. Early access June 2nd. And then we also I forgot about this one. This is the Gothic remake. June 5th. I don't really have any interest in this because I played the demo, and the demo was fucking rough. Now, it might not be representative of the final product, as most demos are not, but it feels like if it's so much better than the demo, then the demo feels like it shouldn't have been released because it was bad. It was real rough. So fingers crossed for them that this turns out well. From what I understand from like previews and stuff like that, is that it's a pretty faithful remake in terms of like almost 1-to-1. So if you didn't like,
and that's an older game. That's from 2002 or something.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if that's gonna not do well because of that. But we'll see. There are some modern, quality of life stuff that they introduced, and obviously it's visually much more impressive.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see how this does. We should get some reviews soon. What else do we got? I talked about this game on the show at one point because I think I tried the demo. This is Voidling Bound. It's coming out on June 9th for PC. This is the game where you play as this astronaut, and then you can kind of like inhabit the body of a creature that you kind of like Pokemon style, and each creature has its own attacks and abilities and all this kind of stuff, and you explore and you can. It's Pokemon-esque, You're hatching.
It's just
creatures.
The egg thing from Jurassic Park.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, except you can put a VR headset on and take control of the creature.
Spore.
Yeah, now it's a little spory. Yeah, it's true. But I enjoyed the demo, so we'll see how it turns out. But it looks interesting. Seems interesting. What else we got? Oh yeah, you were looking forward to this one. Denshatak.
Yeah, the train game.
The train game, yeah. June 17th. I played the demo and I was like, yeah, that's fine. I'm good. It's basically an auto runner like you would find on your phone, except it's batshit crazy.
Yeah.
So,
it's like those rail grinding levels from Sonic Adventure 2, except you're a train instead of a talking hedgehog.
And the whole game is that, rather than like just pieces of a level. So, yeah, it seems interesting. It seems like a game that'll probably come and go. Maybe it'll be a hit on streaming services because it's so crazy. I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll see. The Adventures of Elliot. I didn't put this on here, but The Adventures of Elliot comes out on June 18th. So we don't have too long to find out if the annoyances that I found in the demo are as annoying to other people. I didn't put this in the list, but EA Sports UFC 6, June 19th. And then, of course, this is the big one for June. Star Fox remake. June 25th. So we'll see how that turns out.
I'll tell you how it turns out. It's going to be Star Fox 64.
Yeah.
We know how this turns out because this game already exists.
It
just looks better.
I'm just slightly concerned about it for some reason. I don't know. I voiced the slight concerns that I had about some of the effects and the sound effects and stuff like that, but we'll see. And then I think a lot of people are just weirded out by the character models. I didn't know that at the time, but they're fine.
It doesn't bother me. That's what they look like on the box for the original Star Fox.
Yeah. Wow, that's Pigma. Whoa, interesting. Yeah. I've never seen this. This must be something they released after. He looks like the pig from
Young, Good and Evil.
I didn't even need to reference it. That's funny.
No, I knew.
That's so funny. All right, and then the only other one, it doesn't have a release date, but it's supposed to come out in June, and this was a recent reveal that it's coming out in June, so I'm assuming they're going to hit it. And that's Deer and Boy, which we've only seen like once, and I saw it and I went, "Yep, that's a me game. That's a me game." It's like a narrative, cinematic platformer. I think is a good way of putting it. Like very much like Inside and Limbo.
Except, I guess, because it takes place in the great outdoors, it should be called
Outside.
Hey, you know that.
I saw what you did there. Yeah, it looks really cute and really, really fun. So hopefully it ends up doing well as well. And hopefully it hits its June release window. So that's it for the games of June. That's it. Nothing really massive. Usually we have like a Last of Us or like a Spider-Man or something, but nothing really in June this year. Unless there's a big shadow drop that's coming. I don't think so, but you never know. Star Fox, I guess, is the bigger
maybe
one.
People don't want to compete with 007 because that seems like it's going to be a long game. Maybe they want to space out a month or so after the release of something like that.
True. Well, guess we'll have to find out next week. Well, and the week after, because we have a show in between a bunch of the showcases. So we'll have to split up all that stuff. All right, let's get to the news. Starting with the biggest news of the week. Steam Deck has gone up in price, and not in an unsubstantial way, significant way. In fact,
a lot.
The article reads as follows: Valve has announced a substantial price increase for the Steam Deck. The company announced today that all new OLED models are officially back in stock after months of being out of stock, but they will be getting a significant price increase. The lowest tier model, the 512 OLED Steam Deck, was previously $549. It's now $789. These are US dollars, by the way.
Yeah.
The premium 1 terabyte OLED, which was $649, is now $949.
Yeah.
Valve stated these new prices reflect the current state of component costs, blah, 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 blah. Everything's going up in price. We get it. Refurbished.
Yeah, there's no point in buying a Steam Deck right now because they've said that they've got stuff planned for the future of Steam Deck. At this point, it's just better to wait for Steam Deck 2 or whatever they call it. Like at this price, at this point in its lifetime, no, it's not worth it.
Refurbished LCD Steam Decks sold through Steam will not suffer a price increase, though it does appear the refurbished OLED Steam Decks will still cost more than their original price. The refurbished 512 and 1 terabyte OLEDs now cost $629 and $759, respectively. If you're okay with a slightly less premium handheld, the refurbished versions of the now discontinued LCD Steam Decks are a solid option. The 64 gigabyte LCD costs $279, the 256 LCD costs $319. And the 512 LCD costs $359. So those are not bad if you want to pick up one of those.
Those are good prices, but who knows how long that stock will last?
Yeah,
those are refurbs.
Yeah. Now this hasn't stopped anyone from buying them because even with the price increase, they sold out within 24 hours.
Oh my god!
So they're gone again. So even if you want one, even if you want to pay an exorbitant amount of money for one, you can't. They're gone. What are people thinking? I don't get it.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. Must be nice to have that kind of money to just be like, yeah, I'll pay almost double for this machine that's 7 years old or however old it is at this point.
It's not quite 7 years old. It's like
5.
It's like 4.5 years old at this point.
Yeah. But like you said, with the impending likelihood of a next gen series of consoles and Steam Deck coming out, seems like a bad idea. But I guess if you have the extra cash, why not? But yeah, so much for that idea. If I was ever going to get one, it's not going to happen now.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that explains the people were reporting that Valve had received shipments of something, and people were speculating that it was Steam machines. And I guess it was more Steam Decks because we're seeing Steam Decks and we're not seeing Steam machines. So
yeah,
it seems to answer that.
I would guess that Steam Machine's probably going to be delayed till next year. I just don't see it, especially with this kind of price increase. They're going to wait as long as they can. I just don't see it.
Maybe. I don't know. I think it's definitely. I mean, well, we already know it's delayed because all this stuff was supposed to launch earlier this year, and we only just got the Steam controller.
Yeah.
I don't know about next year, but it's possible.
Yeah. Time will tell. Time will tell.
Yeah.
And obviously, people are speculating.
Though.
Yeah, and people are speculating what this means for Steam Machine as far as pricing goes. I'm sticking by my $1,200 minimum. I can't imagine it being any cheaper than that.
Yeah, at this point, it's definitely over $1,000. That's 1,000 Canadian dollars, of course. But yes. I wouldn't be surprised if it gets up there in US dollars, like with just how crazy the RAM prices are.
Yeah, I'm thinking 119. Well, no, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Plus, doesn't that thing has like an additional 8 gigabytes of video RAM, right? So it's going to be that much more expensive.
Oh yeah, it's definitely not a Steam Deck. It's more powerful than a Steam Deck. So, yeah, man, I don't see it. Now, people are saying that the RAM prices are finally coming down with a lot of AI companies shutting down, but it's going to take a while for the market to recuperate.
Well, yeah, because now that all those companies have bought that RAM at those prices, they can't sell them for what the old prices will be. They'll lose a shit ton of money. So even if the prices go back down, the consumer prices are going to be high for a little while they try to recoup those losses.
Yeah. I think it'll be 2 to 4 years before we see regular pricing again.
I don't know if it'll be like as long as 4 years, but it's definitely going to be at least a year, probably too.
Oh yeah. And it also depends on the economy. Who knows what the economy is going to be over the next 2 to 3 years, right? So it's like, who knows? So that's that. Moving on. Subnautica 2 news. We're following up on the Crafton story. So the last update to the Subnautica story was that the game is now in early access, and Crafton was ordered to rehire the leads on the game, which they did. Well, now that Subnautica 2 is out, it has sold so well. Guess what happened?
Oh, they paying out those bonuses?
They got to pay out those bonuses.
Yep.
So, Crafton has reportedly agreed to pay the $250 million earnout to the developers. The underwater adventure has already sold a mammoth 4 million copies since its early access launch on May 14th, achieving a 467,000 player peak concurrent on Steam. I don't know what more to say. Like this, I knew this. This game had everything going for it. I'm sad and irritated that it had to go this way because Crafton was corporate and idiots. But there it is. Congratulations to Unknown Worlds. Can't wait to play the game when it's finished. I would love to play the early access version. I really would, because that's all I see on YouTube right now is just people playing that game, and I am trying to avoid it as much as possible because Subnautica 1 is one of my favorite games of all time, and I just cannot wait to play this game. But I have a feeling that this game is going to be in early access for at least 2 years, so I have to wait. I can't put myself in a Valheim situation again. I just can't do it.
Yeah.
According to estimates from Alenia Analytics, which I'm assuming is like kind of like Circa, I think is what their name is. Subnautica 2 generated over $100 million in just a week, and is one of 2026 fastest selling Steam games so far. So, killing it.
Yeah.
Congratulations to them. All right, this next one's weird. As you can see, Unreal 6 has been revealed. Unreal Engine 6. This is strange. So Epic Games developer Psyonix gave us a sneak peek at an updated version of Rocket League. And it's running on Unreal Engine 6. Odd way to debut your new engine? With a game
also,
that doesn't need it?
Isn't that going to bump up the system requirements for this game that's pretty well optimized and runs on like just about everything?
Yeah, probably. That being said, though, I have to assume that they're going to make sure that this is also well optimized before they release it. I don't think they gave a release date. No.
Yeah, we've only just been seeing Unreal Engine 5 games launch in like the last 18 months.
And this is what confuses me. I'm like, why are we jumping to Unreal 6 already? Like Unreal 4 and Unreal 3, I feel like they were out for like 10 years each before we saw the next iteration. And now Unreal 5 comes and we've seen it for like what? 2 years? 3 years? And now they're already jumping to 6? Like, what? That doesn't really, like, I found this super strange, not only because it's a strange way to reveal that you have a new engine coming out, but it does it not wreck consumer confidence, like client confidence, I guess, that you're going to support your product? You know what I'm saying? Like, are they going to continue to continuously update Unreal Engine 5 while they have Unreal 6 out? Like, what version is Unreal Engine 5 right now? Unreal 5. 5.7. So I guess it's pretty damn close to the end of its lifespan. The next major update, 5.8, is currently in preview phase. So I guess they're almost ready to call it done. But good God, you're working on 5.8 and you're revealing 6? Unless 6 is just like 5 continued. Maybe? I don't know. It's a very strange decision to reveal this. Very odd. I don't really know what to make of it.
Yeah, I don't really know how Unreal versioning works anyway.
I think, well, as far as I'm aware, when you buy Unreal Engine 5, you get all of the updates for 5 for the rest of it. But I don't know if 6 is a completely separate engine or if it's just 5 updated. That's the thing. That is the weird thing with this announcement. It's like you're like, hey, Unreal 6 is here, and you don't tell us anything. Like, very strange. I don't get it. Very, very strange. It's very confusing. It also makes things confusing for developers that have games in development, because it's like, depending on where you are in development, now
we're really stuck to transition in the middle. Yeah,
there's a bunch of, like, if you're like over halfway done development, you're sticking with Unreal Engine 5. But like, if you're in that 20 to 30 range, you might be like, do we start from scratch? Like, what do we do here? Very strange. I don't know what to make of it. Very weird. I also
Part of
know
what killed Daikatana.
was an engine switch.
Yeah, they were developing it for the Quake engine, and then they moved to the Quake 2 engine, and that backed up the game by like a year, which was a long time back then.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and the game came out so late, and it was just a shadow of what it was promised, and well, it tanked John Romero's career for a number of years. It was a long time before anybody forgave him after that game.
What's his last game that he made?
He put out a Doom expansion called Sigil 2, and before that Sigil 1.
That's right.
I think he's working on a Doom 2 expansion now, or maybe a Quake. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing right now. He's also like produced a bunch of stuff.
Mm, yeah, I can't find anything. Not immediately. All right, let's move on. This one's kind of bizarre, but also makes some sense. CD Projekt has announced a third expansion to Witcher 3 called Songs of the Past.
Yeah.
DLC is due out in 2027, 12 years after the 60 million selling Witcher 3 came out in 2015, and 11.
It's actually not the first time I've seen this happen.
Very weird.
Postal 2 got DLC like 12 years later.
So strange. And 11 years after the second expansion, Blood and Wine came out in 2016. The Witcher's first expansion, Hearts of Stone, was released in 2015 as well. In a note to press, CD Projekt said it is co-developing the expansion with Fool's Theory, a team comprised of industry veterans who worked on The Witcher 3. More details coming later this summer. First details. It's the third expansion to The Witcher 3, we know. It will launch in 2027 on PS5, Xbox Series, and PC. So I guess PS4 owners just don't get it. And Xbox One owners. CD Projekt Red is co-developing Songs of the Past with Fool's Theory, we know that. And it will return players to the role of Geralt of Rivia for a brand new adventure when it launches in 2027. My assumption is that this is going to like link up story-wise with Witcher 4. I'm assuming.
Yeah, presumably.
Yeah. I have to assume that that's why they're doing it, because this game feels kind of old when I went back and played it last time. So my hope is that the expansion, like, maybe modernizes some things that need to be modernized in it. Maybe. If it's just an expansion, then I have zero interest. But very strange. Very strange. In a social media post, CD Projekt said that the new content coming to The Witcher 3, it will need to update its system requirements to ensure smooth performance and compatibility going forward. These requirements will become effective starting from the next update, and you can find all the details on their website. So, interesting. I'm assuming we're probably going to see a trailer for this during Summer of Gaming. I know they said later this summer, but I don't know. I feel like they thought this game was good, like this was going to leak, so they're getting ahead of it. That's my assumption.
Probably.
But that should excite people that really like The Witcher 3. I really liked The Witcher 3. I just found it too daunting.
It's a massive game.
Yep. All right, bad news, but news that I predicted on last week's show. Fable has been delayed to February 2027. I put it on BlueSky. I gotta stop willing things into existence. I think this is like the second or third thing we've said on the show that within a few weeks comes true. Not surprising at all, though, on this one. Not surprising at all. I think
this game's been in development for like 6 years or something, at least. Yeah. Or at least we've known about it for about 6 years.
Well, they have specifically said that the reason that they're delaying it is so that it has time to shine. In other words, it's avoiding Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
Plus, they're already they're supposed to be releasing the Halo remake, Gears of War E-Day, and then all the other fucking crazy amounts of games that are supposed to come out this year, like Star Wars Galactic Racer, Control Resonant, who else? Who knows what else is coming later this year? So, Fable. Well, I'm assuming we'll still probably see the. I don't know why this is playing. Because looping doesn't work on YouTube. I'm assuming that we'll still probably see a deep dive into Fable at the Xbox Showcase. Yeah. I think they probably wanted to get ahead of the fact that the release date will not say 2026 on that.
Yeah, probably
on that trailer. So they're like getting ahead of that damage control, so that people aren't like, "Oh, it's delayed," you know.
Yeah.
Instead, they'll be focused on all the good things
they're showing off.
They're showing off. Yeah, that is my assumption. Bummer, but it's not like we don't have a million games to play.
Right.
So take your time, make it good. Now we can get into this next one. The next Call of Duty has been revealed, and it is Modern Warfare 4. Obviously, it's due later this year. Developed by Infinity Ward, the main studio behind the Modern Warfare subseries. Modern Warfare 4 is the first Call of Duty to ditch the last generation of consoles to focus on the current gen, which means it's coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, PC, and there is a Switch 2 version, which is interesting. And it has crossplay, which is kind of cool. The 3 main modes included in the package are Campaign, Multiplayer, and DMZ, which is a extraction mode akin to Arc Raiders and Marathon. The setting this time around is in Korea amid a full-scale invasion of South Korea. Activision describes the campaign as returning to the series' roots with dark, gritty storytelling, cinematic set pieces, and immersive gameplay moments. Expect missions in Korea, New York, Paris, and Mumbai. Now, this part I find fucking hilarious, this next part. As for multiplayer, the headline change to multiplayer is that weapon bloom has been removed from hipfire. That's your headline change in multiplayer? Is that there's no weapon bloom on hipfire. What?
Yeah, I know what that means, but I didn't know that was a thing, or I guess that it's not going to be a thing because I've never played any of these games multiplayer. The only Call of Duty game I ever played with you was
2.
Right? No, it was the original Modern Warfare 3. It was the survival mode, and that's the only Call of Duty I've ever played.
I love that survival mode. It's so fun. But why is the headline change a lack of weapon bloom on hipfire? What?
Actually, no, I did play Modern Warfare 2 a little bit because I wanted to see what all the controversy was about.
Oh, with Russia?
Yeah.
Yeah, so very strange headline change to multiplayer. I'm like, okay, so it's Call of Duty. Cool. At launch, expect 12 all-new maps, 6v6, dedicated gunfight maps, multiple big war maps built for vehicle and infantry combat, and Kill Block, a dynamic battleground with more than 500 configurations that reshapes routes, sightlines, and cover to keep players adapting round after round. That sounds actually pretty cool. I do like the sounds of that. Meanwhile, movement is reworked with expanded options for mantling, climbing, hanging, and jumping. A redesigned create a class system that unifies operators, weapons, equipment, and kill streaks into a single loadout, giving players quicker access to specialized builds tailored to different tactics and playstyles. And then there's some more information about a whole bunch of stuff. But interesting that they are not going to have zombies or survival mode in this. They're going to have an extraction game in this. Kind of interesting. It's basically like a whole nother game. Yeah. Also, this game will not be on Game Pass day one. It will not be on Game Pass until a year after the release of the game, due to the recent changes to Game Pass. So there's that. I don't know why this fucking loop's not working, but I'm gonna email YouTube and be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Fix your shit. All right. Next up, another live service game has bitten the dust, and that is PlayStation's Destruction All-Stars. if you've never heard of it, I'm not surprised.
I have not.
It's a live service game
And if
released.
I have, I don't remember.
Yeah.
Which is even worse.
The only reason I note it is because it was created by the team that was made up of ex Bizarre Studios people, the ones that made Blur, because I really liked Blur, and I was hoping that this was going to be like Blur, but it's not. And it's been out for a while though. It was released during the PS5's launch window, so it's been out for 6 years, give or take. However, there was no notice of the game being taken down. The game is now no longer available for sale, and its servers have already been shut down. Those who still own the game can still play the game's arcade mode, going against bots offline, but otherwise the game is dead. I played it. I was like, yeah, it's fine. It's another live service crazy game. Whatever. I actually got an email about it from PlayStation. It said, let's see. Any virtual currency currently owned by players can continue to be redeemed within available single-player modes until Wednesday, November 25th. Servers will remain offline and are no longer available. It has been delisted. It's dead. It's gone. Pulled the plug. No warning. Just, we're done. So, another one bites the dust. Congratulations. Stop making live service games. For the love of God. Alright, this next one's kind of huge. Kind of super excited about this one. Warhorse Studios, the team behind Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 and 2, has teased that it's working on a Lord of the Rings game. Warhorse announced the Lord of the Rings game. It called it an open-world Middle-earth RPG. So it's unclear which era of Tolkien's fantasy setting the game takes place, but it seems likely to follow the template established by the studio's hugely popular Kingdom Come Deliverance games. So basically take Kingdom Come Deliverance, put it in Middle-earth. That could be sick. Yeah. That could be fucking sick.
Yeah.
The only thing holding it back for me is the swordplay. I just couldn't get used to the swordplay. If they are able to do something different with the swordplay and then with the melee combat, I will be wholly on board for this. It's been a while since we've had a great Lord of the Rings game. I think the last one was probably Shadow of War, the Monolith games. But I love me some Lord of the Rings, and these guys seem tailored perfectly for that type of game. So fingers crossed that turns out really well. I'm assuming it's a ways off from release, so it's probably next gen is my guess. All right, this one's weird. A lot of weird news this week. Did it work? It worked. Did it work? It worked. Square Enix issued a significant update on Dragon Quest XII today, giving fans a quick look at the long-awaited RPG sequel. The Japanese company also dropped a bombshell that the game's development was restarted from scratch, and as a result, Dragon Quest XII's original subtitle, The Flames of Fate, was ditched in favor of Beyond Dreams. It also looks like the main protagonist has been replaced as well, so it's literally a brand new game from whatever they were making. Didn't work out.
Yeah, well, considering how long ago they announced it, I'm not surprised that they had to restart development.
Yep.
That's the only explanation that I could think of for a delay like this.
Yep. In a special video to mark Dragon Quest's 40th anniversary on May 27th, Dragon Quest XII executive producer Yosuke Sato, I believe is how you say his name, and game designer Yuji Horii, I believe is how you say his name, shed light on the upcoming game's current state. Quote, "We're hard at work on 12, but it's going to be a bit longer until it's in your hands. Work on the original version of Dragon Quest XII, The Flames of Fate, hit a lot of hurdles along the way, but as we kept talking with Mr. Horii and pinned down what a mainline Dragon Quest game should look like, we decided to move things around and start over from scratch. It was a major decision, but I believe it's the right one." Yeah, I think that's about it. So that's pretty crazy. It looks very pretty though.
Oh yeah,
Looks very pretty. I don't think I'll ever play it, because it's an JRPG and I don't have 150 hours. I mean, to be fair, I've spent like 150 hours on Satisfactory, but I just can't get into these games for whatever reason. It looks very pretty though. You know what you know what really keeps me out of the Dragon Quest series though is the music. I find it very grating on my ears. I don't know what it is.
I've never been super into the Dragon Quest games in general, outside of 7, which I liked for some weird reason.
Was that the one I liked? Was that no Curse King?
No, that's 8.
That's 8. Okay, I was into 8. Okay, that's the only one I ever really played. I played a little bit of the Elusive Age. Was that 11? I think it was 11.
I don't remember.
Yeah. Okay. Speaking of Marathon, brought up Marathon a little bit earlier. Bungie is opening the gates to Marathon next week and letting players jump into the action free of cost. As part of Marathon's Season 2 launch, which starts on June 2nd, the full game will be getting a free trial from June 2nd to June 9th on Xbox Series, PS5, and PC. And all of the progress you make during this time will carry over to the full game. So it's a great way to try before you buy. It's a clear move that Bungie is trying to win over players, as Marathon has had soft sales and underwhelming player counts for a new game.
And also, nobody's going to be buying Destiny 2 now.
No. Marathon Season 2 also plans to add more PvE content to the game as a way to lure in more players who are turned off by the core modes in the game. That's me. That's me. The extraction shooter genre has had some massive wins like Arc Raiders, but the premise can be daunting for some, pushing away more casual shooter fans. As always, Bungie has incorporated strong gunplay into Marathon, but some wish it was more accessible. It seems like Bungie is trying to cater to those would-be players with its upcoming content. So I will definitely be playing the free trial. I want to check out that PvE content and see if it's worth a buy. Because like I said, I loved Arc Raiders. Loved it. It was phenomenal. Until it became too difficult due to other players. And then it became more frustration than fun. So if they're adding a PvE mode to this game, I want to try it. And it's launching with Season 2, so it will be available to play with this free trial, which is perfect timing. This was definitely calculated. So fingers crossed that it's good. Fingers crossed I like it. And honestly, fingers crossed that if this goes well, that Arc Raiders gets a PvE mode. Because I would love that. Because I would love to return to Arc Raiders. And then our last two pieces of news. Donkey Kong 64 is coming to Nintendo Switch Online next week. Nintendo has confirmed. It'll arrive on June 4th. And like other N64 titles, will be accessible to any Switch or Switch 2 owner with an active Switch Online and expansion pack subscription. I did not like this game.
I was never huge into Donkey Kong 64.
No.
I liked Banjo-Kazooie way more.
Apparently, I don't know if this is true, but apparently they released like a DS version of this game or something like that.
What?
Yeah, apparently there's like a better version of this game somewhere else. So the biggest problem people had with this game, the original, is that so the game is based around switching between all of the characters, and so there's very specific things that you need a very specific character to be able to do those things, right? And in the original game, you had to go back, I guess, to the hub to switch characters. So every time you saw something and went,
there's no DS version of this game.
I don't know if it's DS. There must be another version. Donkey Kong 64.
No, not that I can see here. I've never heard of that.
Unless it's a fan-made version, maybe.
It's probably fan-made.
Yeah, it must be like a fan version. Because like the original version, you had to go back to switch characters, but I guess in whatever version that I heard about that you were talking about, you can switch characters anywhere. You don't have to go back.
Maybe it's another one of these handmade PC ports.
Yeah, could be like a Dusklight for sure.
Because there are just so many of those.
Yep. So yeah, I wouldn't want to play the original. I wouldn't be against playing the that version of the game though, if they fix the
Yeah,
problems with it.
or you could just play Donkey Kong Bonanza, which is the best Donkey Kong game since the Donkey Kong Country trilogy.
Yeah, unfortunately, that has a what $700 gate.
Yeah, there's a big price. There's a big cost per entry to that because you got to get a Switch too.
So I thought about it the other day, and I was like, well, my local library has all of the Switch 2 games that I would want to play. So if I ever do get a Switch 2, that's the only cost that I would ever be associated with it. Would just be the Switch 2 cost, and I can just get everything else for free. So I'm sure I will visit it one day, just not immediately. And then finally, the free games on PlayStation Essential, PlayStation Plus have been revealed for June. They're all available June 2nd, which is this Tuesday, starting with Grounded Fully Yoked Edition. This is the version I played of Grounded with my buddy. We loved it. Can't wait to play Grounded 2. Highly recommend Grounded. It's great. Also coming is Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2. Okay, probably a Smash ripoff. And a Warhammer 40k Darktide game. Which Warhammer game that is, couldn't tell you because there's about 800 different Warhammer games and they're all different genres.
I know Vermintide is the one that's kind of like Left 4 Dead except with like giant rats instead of zombies. But I don't know which one Darktide is.
It looks
like the problem with the Warhammer games is you can just throw a bunch of ominous words into a hat and then just pull them out at random and you've got your subtitle.
Exactly.
Vermintide, Darktide, and then
it looks like it's a first-person game.
Well, bolt gun is a term in Warhammer, but
yeah, bolt gun's the only one I do know because that's the retro style one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one looks like Doom,
which I didn't like because the fucking navigating those
that was confusing.
Ass identical looking levels was a pain, which is a shame because the gunplay is pretty fun.
It is. Yeah, Darktide looks like Doom or like something. It's hard to tell, but it's a first-person game of some kind. And that's it for the news. Right. It's time for Scope.
That's the one.
Scope. That's the one. Starting with.
Well, we're looking at a garden, I guess, like a planter or something. This looks like like you have a stone planter for your plants in front of your house.
Could it be
like
the
my
Sims
mom's
4?
house did until it collapsed.
Could it be the
I
Sims?
guess it got like rained in so much that the brickwork just fell away. The front of it just collapsed one day. As for what this is, I don't know. Sims maybe. I haven't played a Sims game since like Sims 2.
All right, well, it's not The Sims. Oh, it's Mario Tennis. Which one though?
Yeah,
I'll try the new one because the new one just came out. Fever something. Oh, is it not in here? It's not in here. Let's go with Ultra Smash. Oh, it's not.
Wait, what? It's a Switch and a Switch only game. It's not a Mario Tennis?
Oh, it's Mario Party. It's Mario Party. It's Mario Party. You can see the little the board, the little jewels down there.
Oh, just barely. Yeah, okay.
So it's probably Jamboree, that new one that came out. Jamboree. It's not. Super Mario Party. Fuck, I don't know. Superstars was the other one?
I don't know.
Fuck. Oh my god.
I only played the first Mario Party, and after what it did to my hand, I never touched the franchise again.
Star Rush. Oh my god, I don't know.
This is not fair. This is like asking us which Madden game it is.
Yeah.
And us just going through the years and being like, fuck it, I don't know.
9. It's just Super Mario Party. What?
I don't know.
Boo! Boo! That's bullshit. Alright.
I got nothing. can't even tell what I'm looking at.
All I can see really is like a cross down at the bottom.
Yeah.
It has the color scheme of Death's Door, but that's the only guess I would have.
You could try it. If you get it based on that, I'll be impressed.
Nope. 88%.
Ooh, I still don't know what this is.
What's with those blocky ass shadows?
Are those shadows or are those? I have no idea. I can't tell what I'm looking at. This just looks like nothing to me.
88% though. Huh.
It's some artsy game that I've never heard of.
Switch, PC, PS4, PS5. Not an Xbox release. It can't be too artsy because that's a high score.
Yeah, but artsy games get high scores all the time.
This does still look familiar. I'm just not cluing into what this is.
I have no idea. I've
never...
it's
Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. Lorelei
okay.
And the Laser Eyes. Yeah. I've started to play it and it's really, really difficult. It's a how would I describe it? I don't even know. It's you play as this character and you are invited to this mansion and it's basically just all puzzle solving and you're and story.
What's the seventh guest?
I've never played that, so I'm not sure. Apparently they're remaking that game though.
That's what the seventh guest is.
Just constant puzzles and narrative.
You go to a mansion and you solve puzzles.
Yeah, well, yeah, like there. I guess there's like a murder. I don't know. It's very strange. I haven't beat it yet though, so I don't know. It's one of those games where I'm like, when I'm in the mood for mind bending puzzles, I'll play that.
I got nothing.
It looks old.
Yeah, but it could just be something really zoomed in.
Well, there's a web, so I'm gonna say Spider-Man. We'll see. Let's see.
You sure that's a web?
I mean, it's in the shape of a web. I don't know if you know what it could be? It could be the center of a building looking down.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It looks more like a bunch of like support pillars and stuff.
Okay, I'm not gonna guess that.
I mean, Spider-Man also has buildings.
No, that's definitely not Spider-Man.
It could be like a deliberately framed shot to look kind of like a spider web.
Mm-hmm. A black and white game, 81%. Looks like first person.
It'd be what was that game? Mad World?
It was third person, but we can try it. Oh, good job.
Hey!
That game was fun.
There we go.
Let him go. Let him go. There you go. Yeah, that game was fun. That was a game that was like, hey, do you have anger management issues? Play this game. Just beat the snot out of everybody and destroy them. That was a good game. I can't believe that never got ported anywhere. That is some plants. And a post.
ISIS, maybe?
I think we've had that before, but try it. 88%. This is looking it's kind of looking Far Cry-ish to me.
Maybe it's a Far Cry game.
88% is really high for a Far Cry game, though. Try Far Cry 3. Oh!
Yeah, there you go.
Wow. I was like, if it's a Far Cry game and it got 88%, it's got to be 3 or 5. Those are the two standouts in the series. God, those games were good.
Yeah, I really like Far Cry 3.
Yeah, 3 and 5 are just phenomenal. Well, we got some grass and some plants and some rocks. I got nothing.
Yeah, need more info.
64%. Oof.
Still got nothing for this one.
Ooh, okay. We got some UI or some sort of pickup over here. PC, PS4, Xbox One.
I can't even tell. There's not enough to.
It looks like a glitch almost, but I don't know.
Yeah, still have no idea what this is. Oh my god.
What are we seeing here?
Is that like a button prompt for a GameCube game without the A button properly loaded? It's just a big green circle. It looks like the A button without a letter A on it.
It does.
But it's not on GameCube.
64%. That's low. Survival game?
Survival, but not survival horror.
I was gonna say like the forest or something like that, but I feel like those games would have got higher than 66.
Also, who in the forest wears high heels?
I think it's a creature. I don't think it's a high heel. I think it's like an opposable thumb or something like that.
No, those are high heels for sure.
So what is this? What is the blob?
I don't know.
And then there's like a dude's face. I can't imagine it got that low. Oh, it's Humankind.
Oh, okay.
The Odyssey. Yeah.
I've also not played this.
Yeah, Ancestors, the Humankind Odyssey.
Yeah, I think my sister has this game.
Yeah, it had promise, and then it didn't turn out all that well. Yeah. Whoa, that's distinct.
Yeah. Not played it though, because I'm pretty sure I'd recognize this if I'd ever played it.
Oh, it's oh. Oh.
Don't Starve?
No. It's a photography game. Shit. I think photography is in the title. No, it's not. Shit. I know what this one is. I'm just not going to be able to get. I'm not going to be able to name.
I have no idea what it is.
Yeah, it's the game I'm thinking of. You basically wander around the game with a camera and like take pictures and fill in the colors. So like that's the game starts off as black and white, but then you color it in.
Okay, I have no idea. Never played this before.
Shit. Yeah. I'm gonna know this one. I just cannot remember the damn name. Oh my god.
I've never seen this before.
Oh no, it's not a photography game. It's a painter's game. You have the paintbrush. That's right. It starts with an O. It's like Oz or Ori or Ollie. Ollie? That sounds right. Ollie? No. Fuck. I'm gonna know this one. I played the demo. Shit. Alright, I have to give up. This is gonna be painful though. Chicory. It didn't start with an O. Chicory.
I've never heard of this.
Yeah. Apparently it's quite good. Chicory, A Colorful Tale.
Not good enough for you to remember what it's called.
Oh, I didn't play the full game. I only played the demo.
We still got one down there.
Do we?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Good call. Ooh, that looks very familiar.
Yeah. Don't know what it is though.
It's giving me Paper Mario vibes, but I don't know. I'll put Paper Mario just to see if it's in that series. Nope. 86% though. That's strong. Don't know them.
Yeah. Not getting anything from this.
PS2.
Oh, fuck off. Is it Sly Cooper?
Let me go back real quick. It could be. Nice.
Boom. Never played it. But that just looked like a Sly Cooper color palette to me.
Yeah, that's fair.
Now, I'm not going to be able to complain about only getting pictures of floors because I figured it out based on a fucking floor. The color of a floor.
It's a good game. The sequels are not good, in my opinion. The first game's good, though. the sequels let you control other characters in the series, which it's like I don't want to play as other characters. I want to play as the thief guy.
I want to play as the guy whose name is in the game title.
Yeah. Don't know.
Yeah, no idea.
89%.
Still got no idea.
Could this be it's not it's something Valley. I can't remember now. Yeah, it's that Valley game. Fuck, what's it called? Monument Valley. There we go. Monument Valley.
Looks like Tunic.
Yeah, no combat in the game though. It's more like
Echochrome?
Yeah. That one. It's more like Echochrome. Yeah. It's good. It's definitely a mobile game though. Well, this is definitely a 64 PS1 era game. Maybe PS2.
I'm going to say Spider-Man.
Which one?
Maybe. I don't know. Just put in Spider-Man. Any of them. We just need to know if it's in that franchise.
Nope.
No. Okay.
It's super old.
There were several Spider-Man games on the N64 and the PS1.
Mm-hmm.
There was one on the N64, and then there were like two on the PS1. And they were all okay. And then there was the Spider-Man movie game, which is also okay. And then there was Spider-Man 2, which was incredible.
Yeah.
But anyway, I don't know what this is.
Looks familiar. Oh.
Power Stone?
No. It's Soul Calibur? I think.
That's also possible. Soul Calibur was on the Dreamcast and was an arcade game.
Yep. Soul
Boom.
Calibur.
Nicely done.
I think I only played the one that had Link in it. At Spawn.
Soul Calibur 2. I played that, and then I think I tried Soul Calibur 4 and was like,
There's 6 of them now, right?
Yep.
I think. Crazy.
Soul Calibur 6 has Geralt as a guest character.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. This looks familiar
I have
as well.
no idea what this is. Oh, wait, is this that fucking Alan Wake DLC? American Nightmare? Standalone DLC?
This looks very cartoonish to me.
Yeah, but just try it. Just try it.
No. Well, definitely not.
Okay, I got nothing.
This might be Bug Snacks. Remember that?
I remember hearing the name and never ever seeing anything about the game. I always felt like that game was like some kind of propaganda plant because like I heard so many people talking about it, and
it is Bug Snacks.
Never saw a single screenshot of it or anything. It felt like the most like inorganic popularity for anything I've ever seen. I don't even know what the game is about.
You play as there's these Muppets basically, as you can see. I can see, and you're a journalist, and you're going to this island where to find the missing Bug Snacks adventure. I can't remember what her name was. And basically on this island, there's bugs around that when you eat them, a part of your body will turn into the snack that they represent. As you can horrifying. See, it's pretty fucking weird. You can see some of these guys, like this guy's got some onion rings. The purple guy, you see his hands are onion rings. And then
that sounds delicious.
The blue guy's got
strawberry
I haven't
feet. Had onion rings in so long. I need to get I bet I could get onion rings tomorrow. I'm gonna be out and about tomorrow.
From where? A&W?
Yeah.
They make the best ones. They're really good.
They make good onion rings, man. It's expensive, but their food's good.
Yes. I mean, everywhere's expensive now.
Yeah, but A&W's always been expensive.
True. It's a funny, cute, interesting game. I never beat it. I have it, though. All right, 2 left. Wow.
Okay. Oh, come on.
Early access.
But it was early access 3 years ago.
Yeah, so it might not be anymore.
You shouldn't put games that are in early access in this, because who knows how much the visuals might change.
True.
This game might not even look like this anymore.
GPC, you think?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is this just Valheim?
I think it might be Satisfactory.
Oh, okay. Go for it. There you go.
Wow. What are the chances of that? My base does not look that organized. All right, final one. That's a lot of blood.
Killer 7?
No way. Look. Nope.
Oh, No More Heroes.
Wow. What gave it away in that?
The anime figurines.
Why?
Because Travis Touchdown is a huge nerd and he likes anime.
Yeah, I just can't get into the Suda games. They're fucking weird. They're really fucking weird.
Yeah, I kind of wondered if it might have been No More Heroes from the first one because there weren't enough insane gradients in the environment for it to be Killer 7, but I was like, it could still be Killer 7.
Good shit. Good shit. We both landed some good hits on this one. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that is episode 93 of Press Pause Gaming Podcast. If you want to follow me on the socials, I'm at TJ-Leo on BlueSky.
I am at Ninjas on BlueSky.
If you want to email us, you can do so at co.op.podcast@gmail.com. Don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and join us on the Co-op Club Discord community server where you can find myself and so many others talking about gaming, wrestling, and more. And patreon.com/co-op entertainment where you can throw us $1 a month to help support the channel. Greatly appreciate it. Until next time, get back to gaming.
I will.
What are you going to play?
I think I'm going to play more Twilight Princess.